A cop should write you a chill out, buddy. It's a piece of paper.
Yes. There should be citizen's arrests for chill out, buddy.
Yeah.
If a guy's a little too close to a woman, if a guy's like hounding a woman at a bar,
Chill out, buddy.
you need to chill out.
You see a guy put his card down to buy a bunch of 22-year-old girl shots.
Yeah.
Get a chill out, buddy.
Excuse me, sir. You're gonna need to chill out. And we're so fucking back. It's the You're an Idiot podcast. I'm Alex Dragovich. Welcome today, my guest, special guest today, Shaunak Godkhindi. Everybody, did I say that properly? I want to
crushed it, dude.
Fucking crushed it, dude.
Whoa,
Yeah.
dude. One
One of ATL's finest, now in New York City. He's one of the greats. How are you?
How are you, buddy? Thank you for having me.
I want to get it. You said this up top. I want to cover it. You said this off air. Headache. What did the weed do to you last night?
I just get a little. I'm bad at sleeping anyway. I got a little.
Right.
My mind just is moving, especially at night.
Yeah.
And you come back from shows, you're wired, feeling good.
The room spinning.
The room spinning.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. You're just talking about like having like a disorder like that no one else has. When you come back from a show
and it
and
feels
like
there's like 50 bats in your head. There's bats fluttering around. You guys know how you get, right?
Yeah, it happens to all comics, right?
There's bats after you're doing shows. You come back home. There's bats in your head.
Yeah, there was like.
It feels like there's wings flapping around inside your skull.
No. Like you're when you do a show, and especially if you have a killer show, people like you. It's a high that's hard to get down. That's why a lot of comics drink. That's why a lot of comics smoke.
I know.
Because there's no natural come down.
Yeah, and especially like you have a show where you're creatively juiced, where like I had few new things work last night, and there's no better feeling in comedy than that.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of hyped on that and got to see some friends, and they came back and was editing something. So I was just juiced up, and then I took a little edible. And it just added to that.
The edible. Okay, so the edible was it more than you were expecting? You knew how much it was, right?
No, I thought it was going to help me sleep. It in fact kept me up. And I didn't have a panic attack. It wasn't even bad. I was just like,
oh fuck.
Whoa, do you think frogs and lizards get along? It's just a bunch of nonsense.
It is crazy how it used to be, man. Like back in the day, like not back in the day, but like high school era, like taking an edible was a fucking risk.
Yeah, you're truly, and it still is if you live in like an illegal state.
Yeah,
where you're just kind of like, I don't know.
You would like people would like get brownies. The one time I tried a weed brownie was end of senior year of high school. My girlfriend brought them over.
Nice.
We're watching. What were we watching? I forget, some movie.
Yeah.
It must have been a fucking too much, because I turned to her halfway through the movie. I said, "You gotta leave."
No, really?
Yeah. I was like,
"You having panic attack?"
I don't know what was going on, but like I was just
at that age, you probably didn't even know what that is, like a panic
probably
attack.
I was like, I was 18. I was just like, "You gotta go. Like, I can't have you here right now."
And it's funny having a panic attack at 18. You don't have any bills. Like your responsibilities are so small.
Right. What am I even? Yeah, it is like your brain.
I should have worked harder on the SATs.
Yeah. Your brain just like puts you into like a fight or flight or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had that once. I had like not a panic attack, but one of those where I think it was supposed to be an indica.
Mm-hmm.
Indica. Isn't Indicud like the Kid Cudi thing?
I think he took indica. I don't think he came first. I think the weed was there.
Yeah, the weed first, and then it was. Yeah. He didn't invent weed, right?
No.
Kid Cudi didn't invent it.
It's such a dad thing. Wow.
Who's this Kid Cudi?
This guy invented weed. This guy's awesome.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we stand on the shoulders of giants. Kid Cudi. Wow.
But yeah, I did like I think it was supposed to be an indica, and like I kind of like freaked, and it just has the reverse on you sometimes.
Yeah.
But okay, so you were staying up. So how much did you sleep last night?
I don't even know, like 4 hours.
Yeah,
5 hours.
And it's hard.
My eye bag's probably, you can tell.
Maybe I guess now that I'm looking, maybe,
Yeah.
but that kind of ruins your day a little bit.
It'll just put you in a less present headspace. This is helping. Like riffing with a buddy is the best. But I was on the bus and I almost missed my stop because I was just like,
yeah. Do you do I can't do when I get low sleep, I do everything I can to like, if I get no sleep, I will like I'll skip coffee and I'll have like a meatball sub at like 1.
Oh, so
and
that's smart.
And I'll like it'll be more than that. It'll be like a meatball sub, chips, a cookie, and I'll comatose myself into a nap.
That's good.
That's the move.
I should do that. I've been kind of just blasting caffeine.
You've been blasting caffeine,
Coffee,
and then you
matcha.
Oh yeah, all day. Yeah, dude, you're just kind of
prolonging the sleep that I need.
Yeah, it'll be, but you'll get it back soon. I think you're the first proper former athlete on this pod.
Yeah, I can't. I didn't play college or anything.
But I mean, so Jamie was a baseball player, Jamie Wolf.
Oh, cool.
In high school, but he didn't play college. But you were on a state championship football team in Georgia.
We were, yes.
And we talked about this. We talked about this at shows. That's big. That's big money shit.
In Georgia, it's a big deal.
Georgia football is the real deal.
Yeah, we had a lot of friends, and I was a junior when we won, and our senior class, I would say like 10 of them went to play. I would say probably 6 or 7 of them went to play D1 ball in the SEC.
Holy
and then,
fucking shit.
Yeah, I don't know, and I would say maybe 2 or 3 of those guys actually started, but still.
Yeah, and some guys are going D2, some guys are going D3.
Yeah.
A lot of college athletes. And so you're playing halfback on this team.
Yeah.
So the first thing I want to talk about is that I think people always think like us as like when you're an athlete growing up, I think people are always like, well, how'd you get into comedy? Like how did you do comedy? But it's like I don't think people understand like how competitive athletes are or that comics are.
Yeah.
It's like comedy is like kind of a natural progression in a lot of ways in my opinion.
It's the most it's the most sports like art form.
Yeah.
Stand up is. Because you really have a win and a loss attached to every set that you do.
Yeah, and there are when you talk about the competition thing, dude, there are comics who would like stab their mom in the neck to do Fallon. Like they would literally like, it's like people are like, oh, aren't comics just like, or aren't like comedians like, how'd you get into that? Like that's not a competitive. And you're like, dude, like,
well, it just seems so different from each other.
Maybe
but
that's
they're really
what it is,
not. Yeah. I also think that if you had some experience with playing sports, your approach to the competition might be a little healthier.
Sure.
Because if you were just like a random goofball growing up, and then you get into comedy, it's the first time you've like had to face yourself and other people in that level of competition, where your ego is involved, and you live and die by sets.
Yeah.
Where if you might go a little crazy, but if you like grew up playing sports and you know what it takes to go do that at a high level.
Yeah, it doesn't ruin your. You know how to move past it.
Yeah, you understand work ethic. You understand what a loss actually means, and in the grand scheme of things, so it might actually make you healthier. Right,
and you want to talk about like a healthy outlook too. Is that like a lot of comics they don't have a real solid like social acumen. So when you play sports, like you're around guys, you're like part of the school, like you're kind of. I think a lot of comics they get into stand up like because they never had really a tribe or anything like that.
Yeah, totally.
And then you see them how they operate socially, and you're like, oh, you never. Where were you? Like, were you were off the grid before this, dude?
Yeah, they barely took your picture for the yearbook. Oh, fuck,
they're like, oh, get this guy in. Chris, dude, get up here. Yeah.
I mostly thought he just was hired by rolling backpack companies to push product. Oh, I forgot he's enrolled here.
Yeah. No, he goes here. Yeah, so many comics were I think like obviously now maybe it's a little bit different, but I think when we started more like comedy was a little bit more of an outcast.
Well, I also think sometimes you see comics they go crazy because it's the first time they had people think what they were doing is cool and impressive.
Yeah.
And then they go crazy and start freaking out and being weird around ladies and stuff.
So I was actually going to get to that. Yeah. Because guys, they don't understand, like, if a woman says, like, I really loved your set, that doesn't necessarily.
No, she thinks you're funny. It's okay.
Chill out.
Yeah.
Relax. I know, dude. There was a comic back in Chicago. He was doing an interview at the Laugh Factory, like, because, like, the Laugh Factory was blowing up, and he was one of the better comics there. And he was like, in the interview, it got posted to YouTube, and he was like, he's like, he was 32 at the time. He's like, I'm 32. And they were like, do you have a girlfriend now? And he's like, I don't have a girlfriend. They're like, do you meet women after shows? And he's like, sometimes, he's like, I'm 32. And, a lot of the clientele at the Laugh Factory, those girls are like 21, 22. So that's who I really hang. I hang out with a lot of 22-year-old girls. And he said it like right into the camera, like full confidence. He's like, yeah, I hang out with a lot of like 22-year-old girls. And I was like, what, dude? Like, you just said that, like, you just said it like full stop, like that was.
If they didn't see you go up, they think you're their Uber driver. Get away from those women, bro. Y'all are playing different games.
You learn so much about a guy's social upbringing in a 15-minute. Oh yeah, I just hang out with women 10 years younger than me because that's who likes my act.
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
No,
are you
dude,
psychotic?
Get out of there, buddy.
It's like, no, dude. Like, it's not a crime, but like a
crime
social
adjacent. I'm calling 311, maybe not 911.
Social crime.
It's a social crime.
Social crime, dude.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
what we call a not cool crime.
Yeah, dude, chill out, buddy.
Yeah. One of the. Yeah.
That's a cop should write you a chill out, buddy. It's a piece of paper.
Yes. There should be citizen's arrests for chill out, buddy.
Yeah.
If a guy's a little too close to a woman, if a guy's like hounding a woman at a bar,
chill out, buddy.
you need to chill out.
You see a guy put his card down to buy a bunch of 22-year-old girl shots.
Yeah.
Get a chill out, buddy.
Excuse me, sir. You're gonna need to chill out. Yeah, NYPD. You need to chill out.
I'm not for putting more money into the NYPD, but I would fund that program.
Right. Yeah. Guy brings out the acoustic guitar at the party.
Yeah, chill out, buddy.
Chill out, buddy.
Get the fuck out of here.
Excuse me, sir. You're gonna need to chill out.
You put the hands on the strings and you put a ticket over it.
Yeah, that's like the windshield. He's like, you
clip it onto the strings.
No, you put like a full boot on it, like a car, like
clamp. He's got a ticket.
You booted my guitar.
You need to chill out, buddy.
You need to chill out a little bit. Sorry, man.
It's a ticket and it comes stapled to a water bottle. You get chill out. Chill out. Rethink what's going on here.
Yeah. You have to take a lap.
Yeah.
That's what every ticket comes. Yeah. No, dude, it's true.
You see a guy on the train. There's a few women sitting there. You see him pulling his camera out, and you go, chill out, buddy. No.
You're gonna need to chill out.
You need to chill out. Put it on the camera.
Yeah, dude. There should be citizens arrests.
Yeah, I think that we could kind of stop people from getting into cycles of bad habits that way.
Yeah, because cops, they already have enough to worry about.
Yeah.
There should be chill out buddies. Oh no, and the card is like a fun color. It's like a neon blue. It's like your shirt. Yeah, the card. Yeah, I'm trying to think. What would be the most fun way to get that car? I guess I guess like a neon thing.
I really think if you're a person out there that has Photoshop and a printer, you could get this going tonight. Like you could make a decent enough looking thing.
Yeah.
And then send it out. And I do think society would maybe catch on to doing that.
Truly, how fucking funny would that be if you're at the bar and you're like kind of you're just kind of being that guy.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about how much how you drink more than everybody else or whatever.
Yeah.
And your friend walks up to you and gives you it's truly like a red card,
Yeah,
like a
truly.
FIFA red card.
Yes, it's a yellow card, and red card in soccer.
Oh shit, I got to chill out, buddy.
Yeah, dude. I ordered Jaeger after 4 beers. I got chill out. I'm gonna need to relax. Stop the brakes
Oh
on this
damn, really the chill out, buddy. Oh, man.
I didn't know it was that bad.
Dude, yeah, that should be the we need less cops. We need more like citizen.
We need more community policing.
We need the chill out buddy card. Yeah, that's what we need. Dude, here's something else I wanted to talk about quickly to touch on the former athlete thing.
Yeah.
This is something that there's something I can't stop thinking about because we're like former athletes. I think it's really funny when dudes in their 30s get into like really fucking good shape. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're trying to hoop now. Like right now?
Yeah.
There's no scholarship.
Yeah, dude.
What are you talking about? You know these guys, they're like, oh, bro, like I bench 250. It's like, oh,
why?
When's tryouts? When's football tryouts? Oh, 15 years ago?
Yeah, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
You missed it. Relax. Why?
Like, what's this whole thing about guys like I don't know what it is.
I have a theory.
Yeah.
I have a theory, and especially when I see guys with kids do it.
Yeah.
It's a man running away from his responsibilities.
Oh.
I think when you have like 4 kids and you pick up that nice bicycle, bro.
Yeah.
You're not trying to talk to your kids for real.
You can get far away.
Yeah, you're trying to get out of the house.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because it's under the guise too of just
self-improvement.
Like, yeah, you're like, oh, like you're like, honey. Yeah, and that's also too is like those guys are waking up at 4 a.m.
Yeah, dude.
They're on the Kobe system to get away from their kids.
Bro, you're an inside sales rep at a financial technology company.
You're at Oracle.
Yeah.
Why don't you have some waffles with your kids?
Make a Mickey Mouse pancake. Your son would love that. Instead, you just spend $600 on a neon green helmet.
Yeah. It's like you biking 20 miles that morning. Like, what is that? You're not closer with your son.
No.
That's so true, dude. I don't understand. I also think it's guys like what I think is so funny too. It's like these guys like they were drinking when they were 16.
Yeah.
And like now you're doing cone drills. But like you should be drinking that now.
Yeah.
And
you should have done cone drills at 19.
Yeah, you should have done cone drills like a long time ago, dude. You're doing,
bro.
You're 32 doing cone drills,
dude. Guy at H&R Block working on his footwork. What are you doing, buddy? Get out of here! You're doing wide receiver foot drills.
You're working on your slant route.
Yeah, what break are you coming out of? What DB? You're running away from a metaphorical DB, which is being there for your for your children.
You're running away. Yeah, that's what is that? Who was that famous DB? Something Island.
What
was it?
I know.
Revis Island.
Yeah, Darrell Revis.
Darrell Revis is just your kids.
You're running away from the spiritual cornerback of being a good father. The only thing guarding you is the mistakes your father made.
Right. The only thing guarding you is it's your trauma.
It's your trauma. That's what you're running away from, buddy.
I'll never fucking get it. Guys talking about gains. Gain trust. Gain trust. How about gain trust with your loved ones?
Yeah. Gain trust with your daughter.
Your daughter sees right through you, dude.
Because right now, she just kind of knows you as a man that's wearing thigh spandex onesies to go on a crazy bike route and opens up Strava. She knows you as the Strava man.
You're the Strava man. You eat dinner.
Yeah.
You're very closed off.
Yeah.
It is so wild to me, dude. I just don't. I mean, isn't it crazy? Dude, it's like,
so cone drills is the funniest one.
Yeah, guys doing cone drills. Because guys will do, like, you go to the gym and like guys are taking their shit to the next level, or maybe it's just like popping up on my like feed.
Oh,
no,
I know what you're talking. You see it
where guys are just, it's just like they're taking. Guys, I think some guys, they learn discipline. Like they have a job for 5, 8, 10 years.
Yeah.
And they learn how to like commit themselves because like they're paid to, like they have to.
Right.
And then they're like, oh, well, shit, like I can like learn to work out. It's so interesting to me that when it was, because that's the thing to me, is like, what are you?
Yeah.
Some guys are really like, what are you going for with this? It's again, like being in good shape. I think that's great.
You should do that.
Be in solid shape. Take care of yourself.
I think we're also kind of seeing the rise of like masculinity podcasts and stuff.
Sure.
And there's a culture now in America where like if you're a man and you're even like, if you have over 10% body fat, you're a woman. Like all of those, you know what I'm talking about? Where they're like, all these guys think they're lions.
Right.
It's okay, bro.
Yeah.
You're not a lion. You're an accountant at IBM.
Yeah, you're at IBM. That's fine.
Sick.
Yeah. It's literally, what's so funny too is that there's all this content about having like 5% body fat. I've never heard one woman ever be like, I just need a 6-pack. No girls ever said that. No girls ever like, if he doesn't have a 6-pack, I'm out. It's usually quite the opposite.
Yeah.
There's like, I want him to like be a good guy and like be nice to me.
Is he funny and like kind?
Yeah. Like, there's a whole, that is really interesting. Yeah. It's
guys have no idea what women want, bro.
Also, I'm not that, I don't know what, maybe we're just me and you, we hang out and we're not in certain circles where like a jacked guy doesn't like make me go like, I'm not in awe of like a jacked.
No, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Totally. I think that you kind of have to subscribe to thinking that's cool. And then you see a jacked guy and you're like, hey, bro, calves are looking good, bro. Like, you know, it's the same way you or I, if we were in a room with a comic that we really respected, we'd be like, that was awesome.
Yeah.
But they do that for like lats. It's very funny to me.
Yeah, that is so true. Yeah. I think Drew Michael used to have this joke about like you're doing crunches.
Yeah.
But like instead of doing and that like looks good to people, but you're doing crunches, but like you've never. But instead, all you have to do is like help an old lady cross the street.
Bro, 100%.
You know,
another secret thing guys don't think about is if you can take the energy that you have at the gym, and you don't have to take a class, but if you just learn how to dance, bro.
Yeah,
women love that.
Wait a sec. Okay, this is interesting.
That's free game.
That's free game.
Free game. Learn how to dance.
Because you can probably cut a rug, huh?
I'm having fun.
Because you're a married guy, right? Or a fiance?
Yeah, I'm married.
Is that how you picked up your gal?
It wasn't probably the explicit reason, but I remember her saying that to me early on. She was like, "You can dance. You can fucking." Well, I think because it shows two things.
How long? Yeah, sorry. Keep going. Sorry.
I think women, and I've confirmed this with several female sources, is they like that you're not afraid to just have fun and let loose.
Yeah,
it's good body control.
Yeah,
and that you have like a sense of rhythm, which is important in many places.
That's that's a little romance too.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, it's really interesting.
Yeah.
Is that so? But it is interesting. You are one of the few. There's not a ton of married comics out there.
Yeah.
Did you guys meet in college?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. UGA.
Yeah, we met in college.
Heaven on earth. I hear.
It's great.
I've dated 4 women that went to Georgia.
Word.
This is a fact.
Ooh,
Isn't that crazy? No, I've said that a bunch. No, I've said that a lot.
Have you ever been down there?
I've never been down there, dude. I swear to God,
you should go on a Saturday during football season.
I've heard it's like you can get indoctrinated, religious. Right?
Yes.
I almost do. When Georgia won their first national championship, I almost put all 5 of us into a group chat and just wanted to be like, "Go Dogs, baby!" And then like have like the 4 of them be like, "Wait, who's?"
They would have certainly known each other. In 4 minutes, they would have been like,
okay, wait, that's her. Okay, yeah. She went. No, dude, it is really, and they're all the same.
Yeah, archetypes.
They're the same.
Yeah,
it's quite wild. But yeah, a lot of UGA gals like moved to Chicago.
Yeah, I think there's the schools, the stuff that UGA is good at.
Yeah,
Chicago has a lot of like business.
Yeah,
stuff.
I remember. So this is like this is the last Georgia girl. We were in Chicago. Her friends came to visit Chicago, like 4 of them.
Yeah,
and I remember just getting a text from her because I was doing spots, and I was like, oh, like what are you doing later? She asked me, what are you doing? I was like, oh, I'm doing spots. I said, what are you doing? She was like, oh, my friend used to date Roquan Smith, but they're kind of on and off. So we're going to like hang out with him and his friends.
Oh.
And I was like, him and his friends?
Roquan's buddies?
like, what do you mean? Like NFL guy? Like,
yeah.
Who could? When someone says Roquan, when your girlfriend says I'm going to hang out with Roquan Smith
and his friends,
you can't help but be a little bit like, oh,
hey, come on,
maybe a movie night.
Oh, are you sure? Because I just got a fondue machine and I thought we could fire that up.
Just every
really hard to compete with NFL.
Right? It's just you're just like trying. And we were like. We were also not quite like exclusive yet.
Enough,
I think we were on the way, but I was really starting to like her. So we weren't exclusive. So I had to act so fucking cool.
Oh, you had to, yeah.
I had to be like, oh yeah, sick. Oh yeah, I think I heard of him.
Oh, sick, yeah. Me and my buddies were going to hang out with Danica Patrick and her girls.
And also, yeah, Roquan Smith is the best football player like on the planet.
Yeah, he was a pro. He's a Pro Bowler.
Just like so good.
Yeah,
and you're just like, yeah, we're just going to hang out with him and his friends. I was like, oh,
cool. Where?
Yeah,
perhaps a well-lit diner.
Oh yeah, you guys just going to get like eggs or whatever?
Oh, cool. Volunteering at a food bank, or where are you guys gonna go?
Yeah, just like one of those classic diner hangs
with Roquan.
No, I honestly, I didn't have it in me to be like, to ask where they were going.
Or can I pull up? You can't be like,
I could not. Yeah. No.
Can I pull up, guys?
Oh my God. Yeah, I couldn't.
And then you're there and it's like you, Roquan.
Yeah.
Sonny Michelle.
Yeah.
Sean Merriman's there.
Yeah. Merriman just chilling. Yeah. It's fucking, it's truly just, it's the whole ex Georgia's guys come in. They're having like a little reunion. And that makes me too think where it's just like, I remember thinking then, I was like, okay, well, if her friend is tight with Roquan now, they were tight in college.
Yeah, they're probably. It's probably a fun hang.
This is like a fun. They're all doing. Well, no, it's just like it's also like now I'm like you don't think about her past like that.
Yeah,
and then you're like, oh well, who is this guy? I'm looking up like old quarterbacks. I'm like, oh fuck, who's the fucking
Sam Bradford's in Detroit. He couldn't be here.
Yeah. What was the kid's name? Jake
Fromm.
Yeah, Jake Fromm. He didn't. Is he following her? I hope he doesn't follow her.
Okay, he posted a story in Florida. There's no way he could be up in New York by
he's
this
not.
time.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, I'm like diagramming the whole thing, dude. It's a that was one. Like I'm truly not a jealous guy. Mm-hmm. But those are a night where you go, okay, I gotta be on my.
Especially if you like understand, because Georgia football players in Athens, in the state, but especially in Athens, it's like Mount Olympus level gods, where they just kind of walk into a room and kind of things shift around them.
Rolling Stones.
Yeah. That level of.
It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, and that's why you don't really see him out.
Jacob Eason.
Yeah.
A dog.
Yeah.
Didn't even really play.
Yeah.
And he played for 1 year. But so it's like the things shift. It's football dudes are.
It's different. It's so cool. Like you should go down. I recommend everyone go down. If you are near an SEC school, go see it. Because I remember because of my immigration stuff at the time, I had to live in the international student dorm.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, which is everything's totally good now. But I made all of these friends, just kids straight out of China that were just beasts at math that got scholarships to come.
Yeah.
And they didn't understand what was going on. That first Saturday opening day, we lived right by the stadium. Our dorm was super far away from regular dorms, but it was just like they woke up and walked out in the hallway being like, "What's going on?" By the end of the season, bro, these guys had learned how to shotgun beer. These guys were like, I'm not doing any homework on Saturday. I'm at the game.
Yeah.
They were like the most diehard.
Dude, yeah.
It's such a crazy thing.
It's so funny. That first couple weeks of college are, because you have, I don't know, when I was at Notre Dame, and I imagine at UGA too, but like at Notre Dame, I think was maybe a little different because Notre Dame was full of like former valedictorians who were like never partied.
Yes.
So you have a bunch of like brainiacs who have never like drank, and now they're all just like all together
in
and
one
getting
school.
fucked up.
Yeah.
So you see a bunch of nerds like
break out of their shell.
Truly like go ham. It's kind of funny to see. I mean, like I remember one pregame was like a Super Smash tournament, but I think a lot of people. But to see guys, when you go to college, it's literally like high school to college. Like the Super Smash tournament
means something.
Yeah. It's like, and some of those guys were nasty.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, it was but I've heard Athens is a fucking different experience.
Yeah,
too.
any of those SEC schools.
And so you met your girl down there.
Yeah.
Do you guys go back at all?
We've been back. We lived in Atlanta for
yeah,
long enough time. We moved up here a year ago, so we haven't been since we moved up here. But living in Atlanta, I would go back for shows all the time. There's a decent comedy scene in Athens.
Of course, yeah. Don't you think starting, because you started in Atlanta, I started in Chicago. Don't you think that like benefits immensely coming here? I was just talking to Tim Smith about this. He's like, people. This is no offense to anyone if you're listening, but like, he's like people that start in New York. Lost souls. He's like comics that come here at like 22. He's like their brains are broken.
Sure.
He was like, because like we have this like Atlanta, Chicago, Denver, and Nashville too. We have like a sense of community.
Yeah.
We've got people we can really lean on.
Yeah.
And New Yorkers who start here at 21 or whatever are like, I'm here to like, where's my agent? Where's my fucking manager? When's it gonna happen? And you're like, and we come here like we come to New York with like a point of view in our act.
Yeah,
we're not robotic. We're not like, we don't have that kind of like, I'll fucking
shank you.
Yeah, I'll shank you. Yeah, I'll shank you to get this fucking next show or whatever.
Totally.
Don't you feel that way a little?
Yeah, and I think there's benefits to starting here that you don't get in other places where it's just like really tough. So you just kind of, if you approach it the right way, I do think you can build like a really steel armor.
Yes.
But you have to do that the right way.
Yeah.
Otherwise you can go crazy and become soulless. But I think starting in another place gives you the benefit of you get your bad habits out of the way early in obscurity. And then you can kind of be a surprise to everyone in New York. You can, my favorite comment after shows is, where did you come from?
Dude,
like, who are you?
I think we came around the same time, and when we got into Sesh, I remember talking with Dave about it. But it's just like he loves Chicago guys, he loves Atlanta guys that come through.
I think both those scenes also prepare you more than any other place. I've talked to other Chicago comics about this. It's like a blue dot in like a predominantly red area.
Yeah, totally.
And it's a very diverse cities, both of them.
Yeah.
And so you kind of have to get good at making everyone laugh without compromising your morals and point of view.
Oh, yeah. No, that makes total sense.
But you start in Chicago and for a while, you're not getting up at the cool spots. You kind of have to drive to Schaumburg. You got to drive to Elgin. And same in Atlanta, you got to drive and make all these rednecks laugh.
Yes, dude.
You got to do it without being like doing an accent or
a kind of a hacky
things.
Yes, I got it. What was I was talking to some Nashville guy about that. It is interesting. Like the South. Was I talking to you about this? I think I was talking with Foskey about this or somebody. It's like Will Foskey, great comic, but it's like
love him.
It's like about audiences in the South, especially certain parts of the South,
Yeah.
they want to make sure that you're one of them when
Yeah.
you're on stage.
That's really
Does that
true.
make sense? It's like if you come,
I never thought about that.
you come down there as a New Yorker,
Yeah.
and try to be slick and fast and like quote unquote cerebral with your
Totally.
shit, or try to be, they're gonna be like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, we don't give a fuck.
Who's this fucking queer up here? Who the
How
hell?
proud was in June? What the hell is this guy talking about? No, that's so real.
Yeah.
I think that they just don't respect you talking down to them. And then sometimes you
Yes.
just see comics from LA or New York come down there and have a sense of like, and I was on the train. If you don't know what a train is, and like these motherfuckers know about train, bro.
Yeah,
they love
dude.
train.
Right.
And so
Yeah.
there's like a sense of like subconscious superiority. Sometimes like coastal comics will come down there.
Yeah.
And I also think in Atlanta and maybe Chicago similar, we never really cared about like having a ton of points on stage. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I think our best comics, we're just trying to turn up the volume in the room. Like I'm just trying to rip and kill.
Yes.
And if you have some points in there, great. But hide the vegetables, please. You know?
Oh my God, I love that. Hide the vegetables is true, man.
Yeah, I think sometimes like because I just remember the first time I visited LA, and there's tons of great comics there, and so many of my favorites have come out of Los Angeles. But it was a lot of like,
Yeah.
and that's when I realized I was turning into my father.
Yeah.
And you're like, that was the punchline,
Right. No. And they're doing this whole. They can get a little too deep into. Yeah, like being they get a little too deep into like just being right.
Yeah, and because everyone they're performing for is like an artisan and is like into storytelling. But if you're in the South and you have a bunch of people that like behind you is a TV with the Ole Miss Tennessee game,
Yeah,
you have to really command attention and make them laugh.
LA and New York, like there's a lot. If you're coastal, you can go on stage and be like, and just talk about like, are you guys happy with like the world? Is that like you know,
they'll meet you there. They'll meet you for that.
Yeah. Like East Coast, if you go on stage and like, so the world's about to end. Am I right, guys? Like, are you just ready for the end of? Yeah. So like the apocalypse. Like people talk about. Yeah, they catastrophize in the way that like liberals do or whatever, you know.
And it's true.
And it's true, and that's real to. But you can't.
They just don't want to hear that in other places in the country, I think. Right. I think in a city where you have a lot of people also pursuing art, they'll meet you for a longer, elongated POV. They'll like hear you out.
Yeah.
I think, bro, you performing for a bunch of pipe fitters and welders. Yeah. They don't give a fuck.
They don't.
Do a weird voice.
They don't give a fuck.
Do a little dance, buddy.
Yeah. No. Fucking, you got to perform, dude.
Yeah, get in there and have a good time.
How's your girl like in New York?
She loves it.
That's great. That's huge.
I think she's still getting adjusted because Atlanta's a very different city. And she lived there her whole life.
Yeah.
But she's got community now. She's doing a lot of improv and sketch stuff. So she's starting to find like her crew.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah.
And you guys don't live too far from here, right?
No, we just live like 20 minutes south.
Oh, okay. Sick.
West, yeah.
Hey guys, just real quick, I want to plug some dates for you in June. I'm going to be in Portland, Maine with Lucas Zelnick at Empire Comedy Club. And then also going to be in Cincinnati, Go Bananas. I think it's June 12th through the 15th. So check that out. Also, please, for the love of God, subscribe to the Tron. We need you. We love you. Thank you very much. Let's get back to the episode. I actually wanted to get into this real quick. Because like some people know I'm a single guy. I'm out there. I'm trying.
Woo!
Here's what I did for the first time. I want to get from your married guy perspective on this. I had my first coffee date.
Nice. Really?
Yes.
First?
Am I late? Connor, am I late?
Yeah, you're late.
Oh, first? How long have you been dating people?
I've
been a single guy for a long time.
I've been a single guy for probably the last 3 years now.
First coffee date? I thought that was like very normal. Am I tripping?
You know, I don't know why
I
not. Yeah. I don't know why I've never asked for it.
What do you usually do?
I've always done like a drink on like a
Tuesday,
on a Tuesday or a Wednesday.
That's nice.
But just like keep things just to get to know each other. But it's like the coffee date kind of really opened up my mind a little, bro. Because you got your whole day ahead of you.
Yep.
Like you're not like wasting any time. And you know what, dude? It was kind of like nice. Like so we meet at the coffee shop, we get our stuff, we get it, we talk, and then we start to walk around.
Yeah.
Williamsburg, beautiful Saturday afternoon. It's like 75 out.
Gorgeous.
We walk past I lost my sunglasses in Austin. Walk past a Warby Parker. I go, you know what? I'm fucking
This sounds like a rom-com.
brother.
Montage, you trying on sunglasses?
I literally, I'm like, I'm actually in the market for some sunnies.
It's not unusual to be loved.
Cue the
by
music,
anyone.
dude. And she's like, oh wait, that does actually, I don't really like those as much. I try on another one. She's like, those are okay.
Oh.
Trying the third one. She's like, money. Let's go. She's like, those are perfect. I buy a pair. So then I'm walking around with my new sunnies.
Ooh.
Feeling good. We go to a bookstore. She's like, I like to go here. Brother, I have read one book in the past year and a half.
That's right.
One book in the past year and a half. Here's my fucking luck, dude. The one book I've read is in the main display.
Oh my God.
It's Ismail Lutfi recommended it to me. It's called. I've actually read a couple other books on audiobook, but this is like properly read.
And it's there.
It's called Stoner by John Williams.
Okay.
And I got to be like, I read that one recently. Like, it's pretty good. It was kind of a letdown, but you know, I got to act like I was fucking like I'm a reader, dude. And she kind of bodied, or not bodied me. She kind of hit back a little. She was like, oh, like what's it about? And I start talking about the book a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm like rambling about some things. I don't sound too confident because I can point out some things.
Sure.
I swear to fucking God. There's a guy 5 feet from me. He goes, you talking about Stoner, John Williams? Yeah, I go, yeah. He goes, awesome book. Awesome book. I go, yeah, dude, I just read it. It's pretty good. And it kind of solidified. Oh, this guy's a bit of an intellectual.
Yeah.
This guy does this stuff. Yeah, we walk around and dude, it was just a beautiful little time. It was the coffee dates are the real deal. I'm just saying, dude. Like
that's wonderful. That sounds great.
It was very, very cute.
And I think having a daytime thing allows the vibe to go other places. Because if you go Tuesday night, 9 p.m., you get a beer.
Yeah.
Where else could you get a pizza? And
Right.
that's kind of it. Or you go to another bar.
Yeah.
But now you're at the Sunny store, bro. What are you doing? Trying on sunglasses with your new beau?
We're trying on
Bookstore,
Sundays.
Discourse.
Yeah, you also get to try on what it would be like if you did date.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That would be simulate kind of a regular weekend afternoon with this person.
And I was gonna say that's like a where we've been together for a little bit.
Yeah, that's what you would do.
Day where you get coffee, you hang out. She's cool, man. Cute chick. Oh, she tried on shoes.
Ah.
I was like, those suck.
Those suck?
Ugly. No.
You talking about her feet?
Yeah, and like your feet are gross. But
your feet are gross,
feedback
but
on.
those shoes look good.
Yeah, like my feedback's terrible. Like awful, shitty. Your taste is so bad.
Your taste is awful. You're a cool girl, but your taste is shit.
You're hot, like, you know, waist up, like loving you, but
knee down,
nightmare
girl.
Knee down, like could use work. Dude, that's so funny. But
that sounds so nice.
No, it was good. Connor, are you a coffee date guy? Is this your go-to?
Depends on my mood, you know, but
Yeah.
it's in the mix.
Oh, okay. It's in the mix.
Yeah.
I think it's a good like I don't know.
It's perfect for what you're saying for trying on the hat of dating, but it's not a romantic time of day.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
it's not sensual.
No.
But it can be. Romantic is a sliding scale.
Yeah. No, sensual is the right word there.
Yeah.
Right. I was trying to make sure we're good on time.
Oh yeah.
But do you know also she did this is kind of like a peeve of mine. This is so funny. It's like adding unnecessary emojis in text, I think is the most cringe thing you could possibly do.
Really? I do that all the time.
like
I'm
just,
getting deep with
dude,
you.
just being like I'm running late, sad face.
Yeah.
I don't.
Really?
It's fun. I know you're late. You're not. But I don't know. Did you send that to me?
I didn't send you any emojis this time, but
No. But
I send a lot of emojis.
I just think it's like maybe it's like with some people I know, I'm like a little bit, but there's something to it where I'm just like, you don't need all this. I've seen multiple. You know, I've seen.
I get where you're coming from. I don't think it's a bad take.
Am I like way off with this, Connor?
I don't know. It depends on the person. It's once you figure out their core way of talking, then I think you can get a sense if it's too much or not. But
my personality, you can tell. I'm an emoji guy. I'm getting deep with it too.
I think it's just if I'm talking to like a girl I match with on something and she's just like loading up on emojis for some reason.
Does it read as immaturity to you?
I take it as like what are you trying to? I don't know. I don't know. Like
emojis are for the silly people, bro.
Maybe that's what it is. I'm fucking kind of cold, bro. I'm kind of cold, dude.
You're a silly guy, bro.
I wish I was more. You think I'm silly? Thank
You're
you,
a silly
man.
guy. We riff in a way that's silly.
We have fun. Me and you have fun. I know, but I wish I was. Sometimes I can be a little. I guess
serious. With girls, you're certainly different than you are when we're hanging out.
Well, yeah, I'm comfortable with you now. I don't know what it is. Wait, hold on. Let's. I want to. I asked for questions.
Oh, great.
Like before this, and so we just got a couple. I want to make sure we get to this.
Sweet.
This is from Tommy Taft.
Oh, cool.
Oh, it looks like a little bit of a life advice thing here going on.
Oh,
okay. It's from Tommy Taft. One of my college friends invited our entire friend group to his wedding 2 months before it's happening. Not eloping or anything. It's a full-blown thing. We knew he was getting married at some point, but there was no save the dates or anything. It's in a random Midwest location none of us live close to. Think he wants the boys there? ? LMAO.
So,
no emojis? No emojis there?
No emojis. Thank you, Tommy, for no emojis. So he's saying, not eloping. It's a full-blown wedding, but he's letting everybody know 2 months before.
And so his question, does he want the boys there? Is he worried
Well, I think he's saying, he's like, if you invite us 2 months before, you're clearly saying like, I don't really care if you come. I think that's the message, right? Am I off on that, Connor?
That seems like the way it's phrased.
Yeah, if someone hits you with the 2 month, hey, by the way, I'm getting married in 2 months, they're basically saying like, oh, I either forgot to invite you, or I'm kind of saying, please don't come.
Or people canceled. And now I got some extra spots.
Ooh,
extra
space. We had a drop.
Fill in, dude. Fill in, get a salmon.
Dude, we had a drop on the lineup.
Get some green beans and chicken.
Yeah.
That's to Mama number 5.
Yeah, so it's one of my college friends. It's a full invited our entire friend group.
Oh,
that's the thing. The entire friend. Why I'm kind of miffed or confused is that why does the entire, like, if just Tommy got invited late, that's like a sign.
Yeah,
that's a sign like, hey, you're on the outer crust of this friend group.
Yeah, was this friend group the groom's main friend group? Is my question.
One of my college friends invited our entire friend group to his wedding.
Sounds like it was. That sounds like they were in one friend group.
Yeah. Not eloping. It's a full blown wedding.
Yeah, 2 months before really feels like, come, but if you cancel, I get it. You know?
Yeah. It is kind of a low blow. And what I've learned in my time on this earth is that a wedding disinvite or like a non-wedding invite, it's not the end of the world, but they're definitely saying what you mean to. They're definitely telling you what you mean to them. In my opinion.
Yeah.
If the wedding is plus 150, like if it's not, as long as it's not a small wedding, small weddings are small weddings.
Yeah.
You can chalk that up to a small wedding.
Totally.
A wedding of 150 plus, we're getting towards 200 people. They're telling you, hey, I'm having a party, the biggest night of my life, and you're not invited.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We're not there yet.
Yeah.
But if it's your college friend group 2 months before, is kind of shady.
Do you think that this guy might have just forgot and been like, oh shit? Because if it's all the boys.
Yeah. I don't know how you would forget.
Maybe he's got my like gun to my head reaction is he's made new friends like via work or whatever, some like rec league thing.
And you're now kind of friend group number 2.
And the college crew is like, you're going to be in a back table.
Tertiary.
Yeah. With these are like my degenerate frat bros.
Yeah. And in that case, he might want you guys there, but it might not be main priority number 1.
Yeah. It seems like he's gotten, I think new friend group is my diagnosis here. Unless I'm totally wrong here, Tommy.
And I don't want to sow seeds of discontent.
Right. But I'm not trying to stir the pot here.
Yeah, I'm not trying to stir the pot with a rumor spoon, but but could it be bride is not messing with y'all?
Yeah, the bride's like, your college friends are racist.
I just don't want them doing Chinese voice around my Chinese aunt. I just don't think that's fair. Yeah, she could be like, they're a bit much.
Yeah,
we're gonna do the 2-month in advance rule.
Yeah,
move on them.
Yeah, we're gonna hit them with like it's a passive aggressive 2 months ahead. Hey,
move.
You can come.
Yeah, you can come, but if you couldn't totally understand,
yeah, they probably didn't even get like the real wedding invite. They got some like shit email? Like index card. Yeah, like an email. They literally got an email. Yeah, with the address.
Party full.
Yeah, Tommy, I hate to break it to you, man. I really think I think the boys can come, but I don't think he's jonesing for you guys to be he's drawing a line in the sand for the future. He's saying I got my life set and we've had some good times together, but
especially if you didn't know about a full wedding until right now.
Yeah.
Like if this is your real friend, like your homies you're talking all the time, you would know they're planning a wedding. It's like gonna come up.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, I'm also what I'm sniffing out here too is that this guy probably, if he moved on from the college friend group, he probably got absorbed by his like girlfriend's orbit.
Oh, sure.
So like she's like, I have these friends. And this is like my family.
Yeah.
And let's move close to my hometown or whatever.
Yeah.
If it's some random Midwest location, then that's got to be where this lady
is from or has connection to.
They wouldn't just pick a random. Yeah,
right. You're so right.
You know what I'm saying? I think
she's calling shots, probably.
I think she's calling shots,
and she's like,
it's the college.
Your friends,
Tommy and the racists.
Tommy and the racists.
They need to.
They're gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, they're gonna do super fucked up. The Chinese accent.
The Chinese voice.
Yeah, the Asian voice just needs.
They're gonna poorly do Trump.
Right.
When the drinks start flowing.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
My dad's gonna get riled up. He's gonna join.
My dad's gonna love it.
My dad's gonna love it. Next thing you know, they're bouncing around playing Fox News on the phone.
Oh man, Tommy, I'm super empathetic because I've told this story in the pod a couple times now. I'll say it briefly. I don't think I've told you. My entire college friend group got invited to a wedding, besides me.
Oh,
and it
no.
was I handled it in a way that I handled it where I just kind of like disconnected from the guy. Like I just I just kind of cold turkeyed him, but I was hurt.
Of course.
Yeah, dude. I was
college friend.
One of my dude. He would come up from St. Louis and like visit me in Chicago. Like it was something that I never
an out of nowhere thing.
I never saw it coming.
And you have no closure on why?
I didn't ask for it. I was just like. He tried to send me a text like once he found out that I found out that I kind of blew up about it to like our friends. He sent me like a short text like, "Hey, it's like a numbers thing," and you know.
Then you're on Facebook being like, "That's your orthodontist, bro."
Yeah, it's not a numbers thing. His both their families are very well off. It was a huge thing. So like, I was like, it's not a numbers thing, but so. Unfortunately, Tommy, I think your boy is drawing a line in the sand here. You guys are like, you guys can, you know, if you guys ever want to do like a college guys golf trip every now and then, that's fine. But it seems like this guy's not going to be making an effort going forward.
Yeah, and if you got the weekend free and you got a few miles on the card, go. Good weekend, you know?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Also, too, yeah. I guess it's like if you and this guy in particular, like maybe there's like 3 or 4 friends in the group that he's not as tight with anymore.
Oh,
so it could be an all or nothing thing.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe
if y'all are close, go.
Yeah, if you and this guy in particular are close, but like he's told you like, you know, in person, like, hey, like, you know, like Ryan, Sean, and Kevin, like I don't really fuck with them anymore. Like if he's told you that at the bar or whatever once or twice, then maybe, and you feel like you're closer, then go. But if not, I'm sorry. It looks like a
It's a move.
This is life. This is life.
Yeah.
What you just got hit with was life.
Yeah, dude.
Life just kind of fucking smacked you in the jaw, little Tommy.
Yeah, it gave you a little tickle on your chin, and it's a sign.
And you know what? And you don't have a glass jaw. You're not gonna break, Tom.
No.
So yeah, I hope that kind of Connor. Any dose? Any advice for Tommy, real quick?
I don't think so. Just chin up.
Chin up, man. It ain't the end of the world. And honestly, there's a lot of factors going on, but I wouldn't take it super personally.
And if someone had hit him with a chill out buddy in college, he might be first on that list.
That's the sauce.
If he had just done a little less racism during college,
that's all we needed.
Fiance
man.
would have been like, "Hey, bring Tommy."
God, chill out, buddy's gonna change the world, guys. This has been one of my favorite fucking episodes of the You're an Idiot podcast. Shaunak, where can people find you?
Shaunak G on Instagram. Fun stuff on there. Come see a show.
Follow the fucking king. He's absolutely hilarious. He's my pick to click for the next couple of years in New York. I think this guy's really gonna pop. I really believe it. He's a fantastic comic.
Wow.
Yeah, check him out. And yeah, guys, we're about to roll into the Patreon. You know what to do. You've been an idiot for listening. Good night and good luck.
Woo!